everybody doing? I was responsible for one thing, the weather, so you're welcome. I am really excited to be here. This is a really important and exciting day for a lot of people and organizations that came together to make this happen. There are a couple people I want to acknowledge. Oakland County Commissioner Gary McGilvery is also the chair of the Oakland County Parks and Recreation Board. And Gary, where are you over there? And his lovely wife. Oh, he's over here. There's Gary. A big part of helping to make the county portion of this happen anyway. And then speaking of the county, I know there's a number of people here from the County Parks and Rec Department. Would you just wave your hands if you're here with us from County Parks and Rec? Where are they? Maybe they're busy playing in this backyard. Yeah. Okay. And there's Sue Wells, who is our director of the Parks and Rec. Thank you, Sue, for being here. It's so great to see you. You know who's not here, though? I'm going to tease him a minute. Dave Woodward, your county commissioner here in Royal Oak, is not here. He's at a conference that I'm going to this evening, and he sends his regards because he was instrumental in this as well. So if you didn't know, what the county did is collaborate with the city and the other stakeholders to invest in this incredible opportunity. It's not very often that we have an opportunity to create large parks in the South End. Now, some of you know I was the mayor of Ferndale for 9 years and a passionate advocate for parks. But there's not a lot of room left for parks. And so when an opportunity like Normandy Oaks comes along, it really is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And even though I'm a golfer, and even though I used to golf at Normandy Oaks, and it was a pretty darn good course, actually, this is so cool. The splash pads, the playground, I know that Royal Oak has, I think, 50 parks, but I think this is going to be the crown jewel. And we're really proud as a county to have helped facilitate and help support financially making this day possible. And you mentioned the green infrastructure. If my friend Jim Nash, our Water Resource Commissioner, was here, he would be doing the happy dance because we're really leaning in on sustainability and protecting our environment, and we're going to do that right here at Normandy Oaks, and I'm really excited about that as well. Yeah. So it's just a thrill for me to be here. I can't wait to go check out the park myself. And it's also my privilege to introduce to you the great and fantastic mayor of the city of Royal Oak, my friend, Mayor Fournier.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for your continued partnership to help communities like ours thrive and grow and find success, especially during some of these challenging times that we've endured. Good morning, everyone. We have here today, I'd like to recognize a few people that have shown up here today. We have our full Royal Oak City Commission here today. We have Commissioner Melanie Macy, Commissioner Monica Hunt, Commissioner Brandon Colo, Commissioner Kyle Dubuck, Mayor Pro Tem Pat Perush, and Commissioner Charlene Douglas. So we're grateful for their efforts and help launching this park today. We also have with us today Congressman Andy Levin. He's here today joining us. Fine representation, helping us out in D.C., advocating for our community. We also have Representative Jim Ellison here with us today. Former mayor, had a big part in helping with this park, getting some of the initial work started with it years ago, like Aaron mentioned. Today, I wanted just to give a brief, and I think you guys saw just a brief state of the city here today. It should only last about 4 hours, and so I can see the blacktop's going to work out for everyone here today. But hopefully it'll be just 10 minutes and kind of bring everyone up to speed on what's going on in the city, so we'll do that real quick. So without question, the past year has been one of the most difficult periods in our city's history. It also has been a period of significant transition as we prepare for our future. We have endured so much as individuals and equally as a community. The loss is real, the challenges we face are real, and the pain is real. During the past year, we found the best of who we are, and we are rising above the dark clouds of this pandemic and setting our eyes on the future. A future worthy of our collected spirit and stronger than we could have ever imagined. Although this past year has been challenging, we continue to be one of the safest cities in America. All things considered, our economy is faring well, and and businesses coming back. Home values and neighborhood investment is strong. Roads are getting fixed according to plan, and needed updates to our infrastructure is happening. And we remain on a solid financial footing to help weather storms and keep us thriving. By every measure possible, the state of our city is very good. And this is not just my opinion. Royal Oak has been named, according to Area Vibes, one of the best places to live in Michigan, safest places to live in Michigan, and according to niche lists, best places for young professionals, best suburbs in America, and one of the best suburbs to raise a family in America. Yeah, that's something, I mean, this is a testament to all of us. You know, there's no magic wand that makes that happen. That's all of us doing this together. A year and a half ago, COVID came essentially out of nowhere and threatened not just our lives, but the delivery of the very basic services we need to sustain life. In true Royal Oak fashion, we found a way forward and kept doing what we needed to do, and our city departments went into action, identifying innovative and safe ways to serve our residents. Our staff stepped in and got it done. For example, our library completed over 10,000 contactless pickups. Our clerk's office administered 3 elections and supported a record 20,000 absentee voters. WROK covered an additional 145 city meetings to ensure continuity and transparency. And of course, our Treasury Department found new ways to ease the burdens of payments to the city and work with people struggling to make ends meet. On top of ensuring we maintain continuity of service, we found ways to provide relief to those most impacted by the pandemic. We put CDBG funds from the CARES Act immediately into action, offering financial assistance to households, including food help, rent assistance, hotel vouchers, and utility support. While COVID has been a significant factor affecting our city, I don't want to dwell on the past. Instead, I want to focus on where we are headed and offer a hope for a better tomorrow. As we look forward, we can be proud of our accomplishments as a city. This year, we welcome Normandy Oaks, a beautiful 40-acre recreational opportunity that can be enjoyed by everyone, a brand new and much-needed community gathering space that we call City Hall in our downtown, a new modernized police station, which is the envy of the region and will improve our ability to protect the public, the creation of a downtown park, Centennial Commons, which will open up this fall, opening of the Henry Ford Medical Center, which will bring exemplary healthcare services and really good paying jobs to the city of Royal Oak. Renovations to the library, including dramatic improvements to the children's area. We welcome the Royal Oak Leprechauns, a baseball team that also came with a lot of improvements in Royal Oak. Yeah. If you guys haven't checked out a game, it's a lot of fun, very affordable for families. Especially with the way my kids eat right now. You know, I can walk out without having to sell one of my kidneys. It's pretty important. We installed green infrastructure throughout the city, demonstrating a commitment to combating climate change. We've invested $43,000 in kitchen equipment upgrades at our senior center, providing additional opportunities to increase meal programming. And we oversaw a total of $2.6 million in park and playground and play surface improvements throughout the city. And the list goes on. The accomplishments are a result of our local public leaders, city staff, and residents working together to make progress. We made the plan, stuck to the plan, and saw the plan through, even when faced with the challenges of the pandemic. A little bit about public safety. Royal Oak has been named one of the safest cities in America, like I mentioned before. In fact, crime is 59% below the average American city. That is absolutely remarkable. This year, our police department moved into a state-of-the-art facility that will not only enable our officers to be more effective, it is a facility worthy of the region's finest police department. This year, our PD hosted our first open house in a long time. It was great to see so many friends gathered to check out the new facility and begin our journey back to normal. What's most exciting for me was witnessing the swearing in of 3 new officers. It is crucial that we attract the very best talent to our PD ranks and continue to build a positive culture that is essential for keeping us safe. Our fire department has been extra busy managing through the burdens of the pandemic. Runs and transports are increasing, and the demand for services is growing. This year, we added a new modern engine and approved a 3rd engine to complete the overhaul of all of our frontline fire engines. Final delivery should be in March of 2022. Our fire department also received 6 Lucas automatic compression devices and continues to set the bar for a modernized ambulatory and fire services. And let me be absolutely clear. Like last year, the year before, and since taking office, public safety will always be our #1 priority. We will continue to lead the region in training, innovation, and commitment to the safety of all citizens, regardless of the circumstance. It is critical that we maintain the public safety millage to keep our staffing at acceptable levels. The past years have been extremely tough on business. There was no playbook to help our struggling small businesses. I'm so proud of how we came together as a community to support our local businesses. When a business was in need, everyday people made the call to action, and we all stepped up. From City Hall, we began talking to struggling small business owners to see what we could do to help. In partnership with Oakland County, Royal Oak secured $4.3 million to help our restaurants, retailers, and other businesses negatively impacted by COVID. Included in this effort, this winter Royal Oak partnered with Oakland County to administer weatherization grants for restaurants to facilitate expanding outdoor dining opportunities. These grants totaled $573,000 and included direct cash payments, igloos, greenhouses, propane heaters, and PPE to over 50 restaurants throughout the city in Royal Oak. In partnership with Oakland County, we also distributed PPE toolkits to over 300 businesses in Royal Oak, totaling $100,000. We are very grateful for the exceptional partnership we have with Oakland County. County Executive Coulter and Chairman Dave Woodward have listened to our needs and have been instrumental in bringing needed help to Royal Oak. Additionally, the DDA awarded $1.3 million to 92 restaurants, retailers, and salons, cafes, and entertainment venues in downtown Royal Oak throughout the Rebound Royal Oak Small Business Assistance Program. We also established a very popular Downtown Bucks program and moving forward with the social district. These efforts have earned our DDA only one of 6 communities in the nation the Main Street Forward Award from the Main Street America organization. That's pretty remarkable. We're so lucky to have a vibrant downtown, especially during these times. To help all our businesses across the city, not just downtown, we streamlined the permitting processes, resulting in more outdoor service, outdoor exercise, and innovative ideas to offset the burdens brought on by the pandemic. I'm also honored personally to join Executive Coulter's Oakland County COVID-19 Recovery Task Force to bring a local perspective and develop strategies with other education, business, and nonprofit leaders to get through this pandemic together. Despite the pandemic, Royal Oak, from an economic point of view, saw several new business openings throughout the year. We're also a recipient of $28 million in ARPA funds from the federal government. Congressman Andy Levin is here today, and we can't thank him and his staff enough for helping secure this critical funding. He and his staff have always been helpful answering our questions and helping us make sure we put this funding to the highest and best use. Congressman Levin, we couldn't have had a better advocate for us in DC. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for all your staff. You've always been there for us. You've listened to us, and I know you're fighting in DC to help us on local issues, so thank you. Like mentioned earlier, we have received lots of recognition of what a great place it is to call Royal Oak home. This year, we invested heavily in our park system. Not only will we open 2 brand new parks, Normandy Oaks and Centennial Commons, we saw improvements in many other parks throughout the city to the tune of $2.6 million. We've remained vigilant completing our local street improvements. We've improved 19 miles of roads so far this year, and we're replacing more than 2.4 miles of water mains. To offset the amount of stormwater entering our system, we've installed green infrastructure at Knowles, Fourth, Troy, Washington, here at Normandy, like we mentioned, as well as City Hall, and we'll continue to find fast and affordable measures that mitigate the increasing stresses on our stormwater system due to climate change. We are also taking swift action regarding legacy lead lines that remain in the city. We've developed and implemented lead water service line replacement programs, which we've replaced about 225 lead-based water lines since January 2020, and an additional 114 replacements are scheduled this fall. We issued 65 new home permits last year, and we are on track to exceed that number this year. And home values remain strong and growing. Neighbors and builders continue to invest in our neighborhoods because living in a safe, fun, and vibrant city is in demand. All things considered, we are fortunate to be in a very strong position. Just like the generations before, it is incumbent upon us to set the next generations up for continued success. The next 100 years matters today. This year and into next year, we will focus on ensuring Royal Oak remains livable for generations to come. We will place stronger focus on sustainability, attainable housing, and solidifying our community as well as a welcoming place to live and visit. We have made some progress to date in regarding some of our environmental priorities. including earning the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED for Cities Certified designation, completing a greenhouse gas inventory for the city, adopting targets of 40% and net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2030 and 2050, respectively. We are converting to LED lights, and our new buildings are way more energy efficient than the outdated buildings from a year before. While it's important to make improvements now, we must have a serious look at our future. This year, we'll be putting together a complete environmental sustainability plan that will ensure we do our part for cleaner air, water, and land. For those of us who have owned a home for a decade or more, rising home values mean better financial security. However, for some, Royal Oak is at risk of being an unattainable place to live. I'm raising my 3 children here, and I hope one day they will decide to place their roots in Royal Oak and raise their families here. If my daughter decides to be a letter carrier, I want her to be able to live in Royal Oak. If my other daughter decides to be a police officer, I also want her to be able to live in Royal Oak. If my son decides to become a teacher, I want him to be able to live in the community he was raised in. I know I'm not alone in these sentiments. Over the next year, we are going to find ways to both grow property value and keep Royal Oak attainable. Trust me, these objectives are not mutually exclusive. It's going to take work, but I know we're up to the task and we can do it together. Whatever we do, we'll do it together as a community. If we proceed with a master plan update, we'll work to get as much citizen participation as possible. We have proven we can do this amazing things together when we work together. This park behind me is a testament to that truth. We had an incredible public engagement, and what you see here today is truly a community design park. And just in closing, it is during the most challenging times we discover who we are. Over the course of the past year, we have proven to be resilient, committed, and engaged as a community. The state of our city is very good, and the state of our people is extraordinary. This year marks our 100-year anniversary as a city, and we have accomplished so much. The next 100 years is set to be even better because the spirit of our community is alive. Our resolve is strong, and the commitment we have to each other is unmatched. Thank you for your time and for being here today. It's my pleasure and my honor to serve as your mayor. And quickly as well, I didn't see Senator McMorrow is also here today joining us. How about a hand for Senator McMorrow? She was literally blocked out by this lovely Royal Oak banner here, but I saw her husband Ray, so I'd like to welcome her as well. So thank you, and what a great park. How exciting it is to be here on such a nice day, and we're going to get hopefully all the kids wet here.